welcome to another Mad Hatter review. Very excited to spotlight this custom corner right here. So if you know me, you know that my white whale for a while has been the Mondo, 1/6 scale Michelangelo first turtle figure, okay? And la-di-da, I got him in my hand right here. White whale, well, green whale, all right? Although he does come in different colors. He comes in black and white, and he also comes in this green Michelangelo. Now, before anybody gets crazy and go, hey, did Mad Hatter get rich? This isn't mine. This is on loan from, he wants to remain anonymous. Anonymous friend of the channel. And I'm bringing this guy up because if you want him like I do, okay, you might be shocked to know, or you might already know, that this guy costs a pretty penny on the aftermarket, okay? Ranges from, at this point, $1,000, I think, for this one, to, if you want the black and white one, $1,500. I've seen the deluxe black and white with the alternate hands go for $1,800. It's insane, okay? But what if I told you that you might be able to get this, or how about this, something like this for not that much money, not even half of that money, because my buddy Oscar Cano, customizer extraordinaire, has done something that it's just wild, okay? Market sometimes says that something needs to be done, and he jumped in here because you might have options now. You might have cheaper options if you just want the first turtle, okay? Because let's say you want him in this scale. Let's say you want him in this like 1/6 scale. Well, you can either pay insane amounts of money, or you can get this guy. Check him out. 1/6 scale first turtle, okay? Now, I know this guy is in like a grayscale plus red. You can get him in this color, or you can still get him in this green color if you want. You can also get him in a black and white color, okay? Oscar is going to have options, and I know what you're thinking. What is the deal? Is he just repainting these Mondo figures? No, this is him thinking outside of the box and saying, hey, there is a market for this thing. Let me see if I can jump into that market, because people are going to want this. I will say first off that this is resin, where this one is plastic, and it does have many differences, okay? So it's not an exact replica. There are some differences in the paint. Also sculpting differences in the nunchucks. We'll get into all that, but I do want to also mention, maybe you don't want it in this 1/6 scale, okay? Maybe you're a NECA collector and everything is 1/12 scale. Well, I do have another option. Well, Oscar has another option. This guy right here, okay? The 1/12 scale version of the first turtle. What does that mean? It can fit with your NECA. It can fit with your Super 7, although Super 7 runs a little bigger. And he also comes in different colors if you want him as well, okay? Now, I'm sure everybody is just, their minds are just sparking with questions, okay? I had questions too. Hopefully I can answer them, but let's take a look at all of the goodies that I have here. Close up, I'll see you there. All right, so here we got our two turtles just twinning it, okay? So you got the Mondo one on the right-hand side, or my right-hand side, and then you got the Oscar Cano first turtle. And you can just take a good look at the paint. Now, the paint on the Mondo one is pretty messy anyway, okay? I just want to show you, because I didn't realize that until I, like, just got it in hand. But it's got, like, maybe messy is not the right word, but it has, like, that comic book aesthetic where it's just, like, that line work in there, and you know, just you can see it right here in the cracks, and you could definitely see it like on the shells. Tons of like lines that are just going everywhere. But I think Oscar did a really good job, and painting is kind of like his forte anyway. And by the way, this thing is like a prototype, okay? So there are going to be changes to this as well. He had listed a whole bunch of changes. If you're interested, you can hit him up. But you can see that like the paint job here, it's not like trying to fool you into thinking it's the original one, because there are differences in the line work, okay? So like, for instance, on the forearm right here, where he has all those lines right here, doesn't have that exact line work on the forearms right there. And by the way, the reason why this head is wobbly is because that's like a temp magnet that's on there. I think that he had mentioned that the one that you're going to get is going to be a lot stronger. And also, this is not Oscar's first rodeo. I did a video on the, he had customized the NECA 4-pack as well. So he's done this before. So and he's always done quality work. He's kind of like a superstar on the TMNT Party Wagon. People love his customs, and this guy is no different. So in terms of paint, trust in Oscar. But like I had mentioned, there are different things in terms of sculpt too. Like for instance, like look at the nunchucks on the Mondo right there, and then look at the nunchucks that Oscar has right here. So you can see these are like thinner and longer, and this one is like a little thicker right here. So a few other things, like I think the shape of the head is a little different. So the Mondo looks like it's a little longer. This one, it's a little more stubby. Then you have the back right here. Now, because this is gray and black, the aesthetic, it's a little harder to see the line work, but if you look closely, you can see it right here. But again, he's making these in different colors. He's going to make the green one. He's going to make a black and white one. So you can just kind of like envision what it's going to look like. Also, a little bonus right here. This is not on the Mondo one, but Oscar is going to have the ability for the shell to pop off. In case you just want yourself a little bit of storage, there you go. You can always use more storage. Why not? And yeah, I just want to get a little bit of handheld action just to give you a look. So, you know, there's the Michelangelo. The Mondo Michelangelo right there, and you can see the shell, the work on the shell, and there's our the Oscar Cano first turtle right there. And then you can see his work on the shell and his work on the nunchucks, and man, just look at them together, man. And just imagine like if you had this guy in the same colors, it's going to be pretty damn close, okay? One thing to mention is this Mondo does have pretty limited articulation. He's got the feet that turn, and also the forearms that turn. This guy is not going to have it, okay? This is resin, but he will have the ability, I believe this guy will have the ability to turn, yeah, I think he can like turn his forearms on the magnet side, okay? But he's not going to have all the articulation of this guy, but to be very honest, this guy's not that articulated either. You don't really buy this for articulation. You buy it for aesthetic, okay? And speaking of buy, what is this guy going to cost, okay? He's not going to cost you $1,500. He's not going to cost you $1,000. He's not even going to cost you $500. He's going to cost you $300 if you want the 1/6 scale in this scale and in this, well, I was going to say style. They're all the same style, but yeah, so $300 now. It's going to be very, very limited. Okay, I think he's going to make like, I don't know, 40 or 50 of them. So if you want to get in, and if you know anything about custom prices, that's how much it costs. Okay, it's a limited resources game, and you know these are all done by hand. So there is that. So $300 if you want this one. Let me now show you the 1/12 scale, because good Lord, I'm excited about that. So check out these babies. And these are the 3 different options that Oscar is going to provide. And let me also, so I don't bury this lead right here, let you know, he is going to be making all 4 turtles in the first turtle style, okay? So I don't want that to get lost. This is obviously Michelangelo, okay? So you got like, you know, red bandana Michelangelo. You got let's not call it Playmates, Playful Colors Michelangelo right here, which is really neat, and a black and white one. But he's going to be making Raphael, Leonardo, and Donatello. And again, very, very limited quantities. And this is awesome, okay? 1/12 scale right here. But the detail is not lost. It still has that beautiful Oscar Cano paint, okay? It's just, this is his forte. He's just amazing at it. He's one of the best. Let me just show you the other side. There are the shells. And remember, this is a resin, not a plastic. So, you know, it's fine for display, and it actually looks just like plastic on display, but I just want to make you guys aware of that. And speaking of displaying with plastic, let me just give you some scale right here. This is what they all look like with their NECA counterparts right here, okay? And I mean, check it out. Imagine you got a display with just the Mirage Turtles. Now, I only have the black and white Mirage Turtle out, but you can kind of see what he looks like with the first turtle. Then that Mirage Donatello right there. You can see what he looks like with the paint aesthetic, and then just why not a cartoon Donatello? You can see what he looks like right there. I mean, you can imagine also if you have all 4 of them, they can kind of be their own little unit, okay? You put them amongst your NECA figures, Nobody's going to know the difference. They look great, okay? So the magic question for these, how much do these cost? These are $150, okay? $150 each of these. If you want one in the 1/12 scale, that's how much it's going to cost. And again, they're going to be very, very limited, okay? I am going to predict that by the end of this video, shortly after that, maybe a day after that, he might have to cut it off. That's what happened with the NECA Mirage 4-pack that he customized, okay? He had to ultimately cut it off, and I still have people asking if he's going to open it up again. I'm not Oscar Cano's agent. I don't know, but there you go. By the way, he's also going to offer alternate heads. For the 1/6 scale, I think it'll be $30 for this size scale, the 1/12 scale. It'll be $25. And let me just show you, I have an example of one of the alternate heads for this guy right here. There you go. You pop off the magnet. It's just a magnet right there, and you get that on. And that's sort of replicating just obviously like the black and white, just with the colors in there. And if you don't want red, I'm sure you can customize your choice. That is the good thing about Oscar is at the end of the day, he's painting these by hand. So if you have a preference in terms of like, well, instead of a red bandana, maybe I want this color bandana, I can't imagine he wouldn't accommodate to paint this paint, I think. Okay, Oscar, I don't want to speak for you, but yeah, just look at how good these look, man. I don't know which one I want. I'm undecided because I do want to eventually get the 4 of them. Maybe I just go get 4 of these, okay, and just get them all in the red, okay, but this one is calling my name too, but the black and white is cool too. God damn it. The burden of choice. So that is it. Oscar Cano just coming out clutch with the first turtle style action figures slash, I guess, resin figures, whatever you want to call them, in the 1/6 scale. In the 1/12 scale, which I think was a genius move, he's gonna sell out. Okay, so if this is something you want, if you eventually maybe want to have all 4 of these as just first turtles in your collection, or he's also, by the way, going to make 4 of these as well in the 1/6 scale. So I don't think I said that. These will eventually all be made. I mean, get in on it because nobody else is doing it. Mondo is not really doing turtles anymore. That right has, or those rights have elapsed. They're doing, Mondo's killing the game in other ways, okay? But you can get these if you want them. Hit up Oscar Cano. I'm going to put his Instagram in the description right there, and you can DM him. He's a super nice guy, and I think he said Q1 of next year or end of Q1. I think so. Don't take my word for it. Speak to the man himself. But yeah, I am loving these things. I kind of want to keep them all, but then I remembered Oscar knows where I live, so he can probably get them from me. But yeah, if you are looking for first turtle, again, figures, mini statues, whatever you want to call them, hit the man up. These are going to be awesome, and there's going to be 4 of them. Can't wait to have all 4. Oscar, you killed it again. You never fail to impress. Great job. Let me know what you guys think about these, and let's talk. Let's talk first turtle. Why not? Comment, subscribe, drop me a like. See you next time. Bye bye.